the intelligence collection level, human intelligence appeared seems to have failed. Secondly, the issue of technology. It is a fact that many intelligence agencies the world over, and including Israeli intelligence, we've all now come to depend more and more on technology, on TechInt as it's called, and Israel has saturation coverage, is believed to have saturation coverage of all the communications taking place in Gaza. But it does appear that Hamas this time around appears to have exercised a high degree of communication security, and its leaders and the operational planners, they appear to have avoided the use of digital communication, smartphones, computers, and so on and so forth. And perhaps they relied on old-fashioned methods of face-to-face meetings. And the net result appears to have been that Israel couldn't pick up any telltale communications in time to stop the attack. There is also, when we talk of technology, there is also the issue of the high-tech fencing along the border, the Gaza-Israel border, which is about 40 miles long. The fence is, it has an array of electronic sensors and cameras and so on and so forth. And Hamas appears to have carried out very detailed reconnaissance of the vulnerabilities of this fence. And when it came to the crunch, they knocked off all the sensors in one go, which of course shows a high level of reconnaissance and planning which possibly has taken place over a period of months. The net result was that when it came to the crunch, when the attack took place, the Israeli Defense Forces were completely blinded. Their cameras and sensors just didn't work at all. And that was again one of the major reasons that, allowed Hamas to breach the fence and overrun the civilian settlements and the military intelligence bases that Israel had along the border. So that is the issue of technology. And of course, the third and most important aspect of this is the intersection between intelligence and policy. That is always the most complicated and most contentious aspect. And in this case too, it appears that, perhaps on account of the policy preferences of the government of the day, the emphasis that the government placed on what was happening on the West Bank, rather than the Gaza Strip, because the settlements in the West Bank are more important to the ultra right-wing parties that constituted, or that the government of the coalition government of Prime Minister Netanyahu had been dependent on before the constitution of the war cabinet after the attack. For them, what was going on in the West Bank was more important. And, Prime Minister Netanyahu and his advisors have always tended to focus more on Hamas, on Israel, on Iran and Hezbollah as the existential threat to Israel. I think the combined effect of all this seems to have been that Israeli intelligence seem to have taken their eyes off the ball in Gaza, believing that Hamas was a manageable threat, that it had been contained because its behavior had been moderated on account of the fact that it was governing the Gaza Strip for since 2007, and also because it was receiving financial assistance from Qatar, etc. And therefore, an entrenched belief or bias appears to have grown in the Israeli system, both among intelligence and among the policy makers, that the Hamas threat was not as serious as the threat from Israel, as the threat from Iran and Hezbollah. And that appears to have, lulled the Israelis into a sense of complacency as far as Hamas is concerned.